it's Tina Logassi here from Prim Heirloom Designs, and today I just quickly want to show you how quick and easy it is to make these light chains that we use in the Dickens Village series on your own. Since I cannot ship these currently to the US due to tariffs and other reasons at the border, um, I know it's been a little frustrating for some of my customers. So I just want to show you, I'm going to link to the products on Amazon, and then you can have everything you need to make these yourself. Okay. So starting, these are the wire strippers that I recommend because they go up to 30 gauge. And again, it's linked and they're, I think, $6 or $7. They're not expensive. And these are what you're going to want to work with the wires that I specify. These are the 5-volt, 5 millimeter wires. Again, those will be specified, and they usually come in, I mean, you can get a bundle of 50, bundle of 10, I think. And I like the warm white. That's the one that gives a really nice warm glow. And then you can choose whether or not you use electrical tape to make your connections. So the connections meaning where the wires all come together. So there are these areas. So you can just use electrical tape, or again, I will link this option. There are these little tubes that you end up using a heat gun to shrink them onto that connecting area. So, but if you don't have a heat gun, I would just use electrical tape. So I'm going to get going, and I'm going to show you the version with 5 lights. It doesn't matter what, they're built the exact same way. So when you get these, you need to expose some of the wire at the end. So I like to choose about, for my American guys, probably 3/4 of an inch or so. So take these and you look up here where it says 30. That's the little notch that you want to go into. Okay, close it and then just gently pull, and there you've got the wire exposed. Super simple. If for some reason you don't have the exact, you've gone and gotten a different listing or something, and that's not quite cutting all the way through this encasing, try the next one down, which is a number 28. But for this particular one that I use, the 30 works really well. Okay, so I've got 1, 2. Just going to expose these ones as well. So just go in, make sure you get it in the correct one. Once you do that, you're also going to need to get your switch. So these switches, again, you're going to be linked to these. The one that I like to work with takes the CR2032 batteries, and I like it because it's flat, fits nicely in the buildings. But there are also options to get one that fits, I believe it's a AAA battery, AA battery. There's a variety of them. So you can choose whichever one you want, so long as from or similar to the listing that I've sent with the specs, okay? But this is the one that I use. So after you strip these wires, if you do want to go ahead and use the heat shrink tubing, now's the time you're going to want to thread that onto these. If you're not using it, you can skip that step, okay? So that's only if you're going to be using the heat shrink. Meanwhile, coming back to these, you're basically wanting all the red wires to connect to this red wire and all the black wires to connect to this black wire. So the way I do that is I'll take this and I'll put one on the front and one to the back of my finger, and I'll just keep lining these up. And this just keeps it tidy and easy to work with these wires and keep them kind of in some sort of an order. Okay. And once you've got them, I'm going to start with these red ones. I'm going to line them up a little bit. I wasn't so perfect on my trimming, but that is totally okay. And all I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this wire and twist them all together. Now this wire has gotten a lot thinner, a lot kind of cheaper than it ever used to be. So It does take several twists to really get those to come together. All right. And then what I do is, if I'm going to use electrical tape, I'm just going to put this aside for now. If I'm using the heat tubing, this is when I'll come up and I will put that over that to encase it, okay? And then you'll come back with heat gun on that afterwards. So putting that aside, I'm going to come over now to these black ones I have gathered up and twist them onto this side. And again, if you're using the heat gun, you would finish this off by pushing this sleeve over top. But I'm going to use electrical tape because I feel like that is going to be what most people want to just go ahead and do. So I've got a little bit here, and you're going to go right over top of this connection and also bring it back a little bit on both sides. You want to make sure that that is well covered. And that it's on kind of as tight as you can kind of get it. You can also twist it a little bit. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to do the same to the other side. Actually, I might just go ahead and take a piece of tape off. Make sure my wires are kind of tucked in together and go over top of this area. Okay, and that's all it takes. Okay, so the next step is to try your batteries out in this coin cell. Now with these, I find, again, nothing's made like it used to be. If you get your batteries in and you find that turning it on and off, they're not working, number one, make sure you've got them in the correct order. In this particular one, I put the with the words facing upwards in that one, and this one gets flipped upside down. If you try that and it still doesn't work, make sure these tabs aren't like pressed right down, like that they've got some spring to them and that they're lifted nicely up, because that's what's going to create your connection. So I'm just going to pop that in, or your batteries might need to be replaced. Close it up, and there you go. Okay, so this is exactly, when you buy them, this is exactly what you're getting. But I encourage you, just make your own. Don't get frustrated that you can't order them from me. So I really hope this video is helpful, and please contact me if you've got any questions about how to make these. Thank you, and have a great day.